Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a little funny story to tell you. Josh, a few weeks ago, found a tick on Joshua and it was like just starting to bite him when we got the tweezers and pulled it out. We made sure, obviously, that the tick was intact and all that stuff, but Josh, being Josh, decided that he needed to call our local farm store and order 30 guinea hens. Because if you know anything about guinea hens, they eat ticks, mosquitoes, all that stuff. If you are allowed to have guinea hens in your area, you can train them to stay on your yard, and basically all your grass in your yard and stuff will be tick-free, mosquito-free, all that stuff. And so he ordered 30 of them. And then he called back because I talked a little bit of sense into him, and we ordered 4 of them.
Oh, Cutie. Mom, did Cutie back up and fall? Mama?
I don't know. Okay, so we know that 3 of them can walk. This guy's concerning me though, again.
Yeah, but
now they have room to go to the heat if they want the heat and walk away if they don't. But I think the one that's standing is kind of a bully.
Yep, he is.
I think he's trying to be the dominant one, sitting on everybody.
Yeah.
And then we got this guy who's just hanging out.
I think he's just...
Yeah, see? That's not nice. You knock it off. Knock it off.
I think he's just wanting to play.
He's not.
Because he misses his family and he thinks those are his brothers. Now he's going to pick on that one.
Yeah, we might have to... No, stop. 2, unfortunately, did not look like they were going to make it. They were super small, and they just didn't look like they were thriving when we got them. And unfortunately, I think it was within 24 hours, the first one died. And then within 48 hours, the other one died. They just, they hardly moved. They just didn't look the best. But we still have 2 of them. And because he just ordered them and then they came in, we were not prepared at all for it. I had to run out and get a heat lamp and the watering stuff and buy feed for them. We were feeding them duck feed, and I had to get a fence set up. We got straw for them. I don't know anything about guinea hens, so I had to quickly read about guinea hens and figure out how to take care of them, because I have no idea how to take care of them. So I've been massively watching all these YouTube videos and reading blogs and stuff to learn about how to take care of guinea hens. They're pretty cool. You can actually eat their eggs, and they taste, from the videos I've seen on YouTube, apparently they taste buttery and sweet versus a chicken egg. So that's cool. But we're not really raising them for eggs or anything. We're just trying to raise them and train them to just stay in our yard and in our area, because technically we're not allowed to have guinea hens, which is ridiculous. We live in a little village, in the country, but because we live in the village, we're classified residential and we're not supposed to have them. So we've got 2 of them. And we're gonna have a little coop for them out back and all this stuff. But we are gonna let them kind of roam the area. Another family up the road, they're classified rural or agriculture, I don't know. But they have 5 guinea hens that roam a huge area. So if we just train them to come into the coop at night, we might get away with it. I don't know. If not, I'll probably just maybe give them to the other farmers that are allowed to actually have guinea hens. And apparently you can eat them as long as you kill them at 77 days. They taste good, but if you go past 77 days, they taste tendony or something. I don't know. I'm probably not going to kill them to eat them, but Josh wanted to get rid of the ticks in the yard, and yeah, so hopefully maybe in the future we can move somewhere that allows us to have guinea hens and chickens and stuff, because that's kind of my dream, to have a little hobby farm where I can have a few pigs, maybe like a cow, chickens, guinea hens, things like that. I really like taking care of animals and children, obviously. We've got 4 so far, so and I'm having so much fun, honestly, going up to the attic, checking on the Keats. They're staying in the attic because we're in the middle of trying to figure out how to build a coop for them. So that's fun. But yeah, so if you have any ideas on the best way to build like a cheap coop for them, because I don't want to put a lot of money into this coop in case like the bylaw comes by our area and is like, take that down. So if you have any ideas on how to build a cheap coop for them, I'm looking online for like free skids and stuff to use the wood off of skids. But yeah, just leave it in the comments, let me know, or like point me to blogs or something. I've been kind of looking, but they all are like intricate, like turning your shed into a chicken coop, things like that. But I really like, we have 2 of them. They're not going to be very big. So the coop doesn't need to be very big. You only need, I think some of them say 2 to 3, others say 3 to 4 square feet per guinea hen. So at the most, we really only need 8 square feet of space in the coop and outside the coop for them to really be all that happy. So, but yeah, and if you have any tips and tricks on guinea hens, just let me know in the comments. I just thought I would share our little adventure, and this is like a typical Josh move of, I found 1 tick. I'm going to order 30 guinea hens to get rid of the tick problem, but we're not allowed to have guinea hens. So thankfully the feed store let us drop it down to 4 guinea hens, and then, I don't know, we'll go from there. Maybe if they stay alive, we could maybe breed them and just kind of have some in the area. We live near like a conservation area, so I don't know if the conservation people would be upset if we just let guinea hens go free, because this year has been really bad for ticks, so it might help the neighbors. I don't know. But also, fun fact, guinea hens do not lay eggs until they are 2 years old. The more I learn about these birds, the more I'm like, how do these birds survive? Honestly, they make terrible parents. They abandon their nests and they're young. So if no one's like looking after them, they just like, peace out, see you later, figure out life on your own. So yeah, they're really weird birds, and they look awfully ugly when they grow up, but also like kind of cute in a weird, ugly way. Yeah, you know what? I gotta find my sandals. Let's go see the guinea hens. I don't know where I put my sandals. The house is a mess today because Joseph got to like roam around, and the kids just put scissors wherever they want. And we have to lock Bosco behind a gate now when we eat, because eating people food is making him super sick. Okay. This is also part of my great cardio fitness, is all the trips up to the attic are helping me stay in shape. All right. So we put them in the attic because it's not finished and it stays nice and warm up here. But if you know anything about guinea hens, they're super skittish. So the first day or 2, we were able to hold them and they were fine. But now, as soon as you go near them, they're like running all over the place, and they are fast. That's probably how they've survived so long. They are so fast. But here they are. Like as Keats, which are like the babies, they're called Keats. And as Keats, they are so cute, so cute. But they grew up to be so ugly, I don't get it. But yeah, I'll do a little video of a close-up, hang on. See, they're fast little buggers, and they are actually eating a lot. Between the two of them, I have like just a little child's plastic plate that I fill with feed. Let me see if I can get it here. And I filled that up like a mountain of food this morning, and they've already eaten like half of it. So good thing I bought like one of those huge bags of food, because I think they're gonna go through it pretty quick. But the nice thing with all of this that I'm finding is that the kids are learning, yes, our lemonade stand. The kids are learning responsibility. So like they're going upstairs and checking on them all the time, making sure they have food. They're coming upstairs with us to make sure they've got water and that they're good. And they help me build the cardboard fence around like the dog fence, because that's actually what that was a dog fence. So they helped me build, like cut all the cardboard out, and then I tied it to the fence just to make sure it was nice and strong and secure, because they can fit through the hole in the fence, but there's no gaps, so they can't get lost in the attic. But now we've got to build something to go on top of it, because soon they're going to be able to fly. Yes, guinea hens fly also. And soon they're going to be able to fly, so I've got to put something on top so they don't fly around the attic and roost in the attic. Like, this is going to be so interesting. And we need to build a chicken coop that's warm enough, or like a guinea hen coop, that's warm enough, because of our winters, it goes down to like -20, -30 Celsius, not Fahrenheit, because that would be cold. But yeah, like sometimes -40 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit. But it gets cold here. So we need to make sure that they are like, I'm not putting insulation in the coop, but I'm going to bring the heat lamp out there for the winter. But it needs to have like double wood or something. I don't know. I've got to figure it out. But we've got to build a coop that we can also easily move. So that way when they poop a lot, we can just move the coop somewhere else and clean up the poop. And the other fun thing though about having these guys is the straw. I can finally compost. I learned with composting, you can't just compost all food, apparently. You have to have like some cardboard or some wood chips or like something else to help the compost decompose or something like that. That's what I read anyway. So with all the straw that we have for the guinea hens, I can take all the straw and throw it into the compost. I can finally compost, because I feel bad throwing all of our like food scraps out when it could actually go to compost. So I'm gonna figure that out for next, like to do over the winter for next summer, because I really want to do a huge garden. I've been obsessed with watching this girl on YouTube, Acre Homestead. I'll link her YouTube down below. She is phenomenal. She does all these freezer meals, all this homesteading. I'm so jealous. I'm like, that's what I want to do, is own chickens, use their eggs, like, you know, raise some for meat, but like use their eggs for, like, eggs are expensive. We pay like $8 for 30 eggs. So, and she has like tons and tons of like gardens and stuff. And the things that she does with her food and stuff, I never thought of growing leeks and dehydrating them and using them in food. So she's just kind of opening my eyes. I love it. I'm obsessed with watching a lot of her YouTube videos, especially her freezer meals. I'm going to start doing a lot more freezer meals because of her, because it's so easy. I just think of freezer meals as pasta, but there's like so many more options for freezer meals. But anyway, sidetrack. I want to basically grow a huge garden next year, as long as we're staying in this house, and like use the tomatoes and can them and get into all of that stuff, and just try and save money for the family any way we can. And by canning our own like diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, pizza sauce, anything to do, like she makes her own ketchup, I can make my own ketchup, you know, things like that, making her own mayonnaise, making her own sour cream. We can do that all ourselves and save that money. So that's what I plan on doing in the future, getting really good at it over the winter. And then so when I can grow everything myself, and meaning to get really good at it over the winter, I mean like making my own sour cream and mayonnaise over the winter. Once I get used to that and that becomes like habit almost, then I can branch into growing my own garden, because I did it 2 years ago. And then I just kind of like crapped out halfway through the growing season. I still harvested everything, I actually need to get better at going and checking it. But also, fun fact, guinea hens will sit there and eat all the bugs out of your garden. So, like, these things are awesome. I wish we could keep them. I think I'm gonna petition the township to let me keep like 2 of them. You know, we have a big backyard. I don't know why we can't keep them. But anyway, that is my story for today. So if you enjoy my random videos, make sure that you subscribe to see future videos. We are actually going to start stripping paint soon and getting the house not like remodeled, but brought back to what it would traditionally look like. We're starting that really soon. So we've already ordered the windows, we're starting the attic. So everything's gonna be coming together really quickly there. So be sure to be on the lookout for those videos, and make sure that you hit the like button and the notification so you get notifications when new videos come out. Have a good day, guys.